so many people want to project their idea of what they think your life should be like onto you. And it's just completely irrelevant. It just doesn't matter. Like if I weren't married, right? Because people are like, okay, well, he is married and like I am in shape, but I also just like working out. But if I didn't have either of those things and all I did was work all day, more people would talk about the work-life balance thing for me than they currently do. And who cares?
Life is tough sometimes, and it's not fair, and it doesn't care sometimes. At the end of the day, nobody cares. What we're going through, how your body feels, nobody cares. We gotta do our job. I got your back, you got mine. Nobody cares, man. We gotta go. And before practice, during practice, after practice, we're always just trying to push whoever's listening. That is it fair? No, because I want to have emotions about things. I want to think about things as a human being, but you're going to hold true to what you believe, and you're going to hold true to who you are, and you're going to be that person, whether it's easy or it's not. For us, from a football aspect, our mindset is we're going to be ready to play. That's for sure. Whatever your role is, do it to the best of your ability, and it's got to be like nothing ever happened. And so it's hard sometimes. Life sucks, and it's hard, but I can assure you, life is a lot more difficult for some other people today than it is for me. And just always be someone that some little kid that's a Raider fan could look to and be like, man, he's going through a tough time, but man, how does he have joy like that? How can he still be a good teammate? How can he? These are the things I'm going to teach my children.
I fundamentally am like, you are going to die and you're not going to matter, and I'm going to die and I'm not going to matter. So why do I care about what you're going to say when you're not even going to show up to my funeral? Who gives a shit? I'm a big fan of being directionally correct rather than absolutely correct. And so I think what happens is most people are trying to find the perfect answer when they have no perspective from which to make a judgment. They're trying to find the perfect thing to do when they haven't done anything. So how will you have perspective to make a judgment?
Everything you're going through is preparing you for what you ask God for. The bigger the stuff you ask God for, the greater the requirements. Now, if you don't want nothing to happen to you, quit asking for stuff. You can simplify your life right now. Quit wanting something. But I gotta tell you something though. That's a hard life, man. Where my rent coming from? That's every month. You got to figure that out. How we gonna eat? We figuring out how we gonna make these ends meet. Every month, that's hard. So I've been at every economic level there is. I've been stark raving poor, and I've been well off. It's way better to have money. Don't let nobody fool you. I don't know what somebody done told you about money, but I've had none for an extended period of time. I mean, none. Now, you got some problems with money that you can't imagine. When you get it, you gonna have. It ain't a week go by, I don't get 2 to 3 pieces of bad news. But you know what I do? I take all that bad news with the knowledge that God must have something else for me. I live my life in expectation. Therefore, guess what? He gives me what I expect. I expect a life of abundance. You think they take this show from under me? You think I'm finna crumble? Don't even worry about Steve Harvey. Don't you know he got something else for me? Something way bigger, something way better? These people make decisions, they think they crumbling me all the time. They've been making decisions about me for years out here. They can't do nothing with me. I keep showing up over and over and over and over. Yeah. I'm from Welch, West Virginia. I grew up in the hood. See, I expect great things to happen to me, even in the midst of trouble.
All I need is a miracle. Well, guess what? That miracle ain't coming. There is no perfect time to start. You gotta start now with changing your life. We're all being tested in life. And guess what? This is one test you can't cheat on. We all have our own test. Some of us are obese. Some of us are depressed. Some of us are insecure. In the military, we had this big old rucksack on the back. Had batteries, water, extra gear. Your extra gear is the shit you're dealing with in life. And the only way to overcome it is for you and you alone to face it. You have to do your best work when you're the least motivated. So those days you don't want to do it, guess what you gotta do? You gotta suck up and do it. You're not putting in the work. You have to do more. You gotta stop telling yourself that you're doing enough. In life, it's never enough until you feel this overwhelming feeling. I'm outworking the crowd. I'm outworking everybody. I'm doing more. It's not until then, once you get there, that's when you can know you've done enough.
You find yourself locked in a cell. It becomes very hard to make any type of mental or physical effort. So, in order to continue your path, there is only one option left. You need to find a way to get out from that hole, from that cell, to bring meaning to your life, to bring value into your life. You need to learn and master yourself, and don't let the hindrances stop you. If any of you chooses to climb that path to clarity, I will be very happy to meet you at the peak. Each individual needs to find the most suitable way to climb that mountain.